Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So in this video, I just want to give you guys a selection of my top Ippons from 2025, the ones that I think were the best. Now this one here from Hajiev, I don't actually think it's one of the best. I've seen it around in a couple of videos, but I think there were better sodes. I think falling back like this, it's not as impressive as a few others. And one of those is number 25 in my list from Tanaka. I think this soda much more impressive. Really punching that arm through, getting a lot of lift, really explosive. Now I have put all the Ippons in order from 25 to 1. Definitely the last 5 are my favorites, and I think things are going to get progressively more explosive and more exciting as we go through the video. So here's number 24. We've got another Sode Surikomigoshi, this time Nakamura against Smetov. Now he does go 2 hands on the 1, which is very impressive indeed, but I mean, Smetov, he became Olympic champion in 2024. So Nakamura, I think at this point he was still junior world champion for his weight category, and to take out an Olympic champion like that is nothing short of incredible. So how about that, 3 sodes to start the video. And now of course with Maryama on the screen, of course it's going to be an Uchimata. Not the best Uchimata in this video, there's a couple more. But this one I did really like, especially considering the circumstances, Kaya really making it a battle. Now the coolest thing about this throw with Maryama is, as he lifts Kaya up, watch Maryama's right arm, he scoops the hand of Kaya from posting on the tatami, he stops it. So great control by Maryama to scoop the sleeve hand like that mid-throw. Pretty amazing. Now we're up to plus 100s now, and this is Maizan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, from Kazakhstan. So I'll put this in this video because you don't see a lot of Taiotoshi at plus 100s. Saito, he's got a Taiotoshi, but he doesn't do it as well as this. This is a much better technique. Now Abuta, and this kind of Osoto turned into a Haraigoshi. I did actually want to include the 2024 Olympic Ippon from Kaldiarova throwing Abuta, but copyright, I just couldn't. But I mean, Abuta is probably one of her best Ippons of the year. Hopefully she comes back strong in 2025. Now this one was one of my favorites. I almost put it up higher in the list, but I think it could have a little bit more lift, a little bit more explosivity. So Ishihara, and he does a standing Morote Seoinage, and this is incredibly difficult to do with the elbow in like that. Very rarely do you see Seoinage done like this, even though this is how it's taught, but most people just cannot get in there like that. So incredibly technical from Ishihara.
So strong here.
Now this one, a bit more explosivity to it. Probably one of the best drop down Seoinages of the year. And from Fonseca, I mean, he didn't have the strongest 2024, but this Ippon was certainly strong.
So strong here.
How about that? Such an explosive guy, Fonseca. I really should make a highlights video of his judo. Gotta love the stoic facial expression as well. Although, I do miss the Fonseca dance. That was good. Now there's a few pieces of Ashiwaza in here. But this one here from Grigolashvili really swept Esposito off his feet. And Esposito, he was having a really good 2024 as well. But Grigolashvili just that next level above. Now here's another piece of Ashiwaza in this video. Huge lift. I don't think I've seen an Ashibarai with such lift before. And you have a look at Wrestle, he'll turn around and actually have a look at his work on the big screen. So his opponent in this one goes in for a kochi. And then Wrestle just redirects all that forward momentum upwards. And a perfect sweep with the leg. I don't think you can get people much higher than this when you're doing Ashibarai. And he had 2 sleeves as well. It's not like he was incredibly close and kind of using his body to lift his opponent up. Now there are 2 Ippons from Nagas in this video. This is one of them. And I think just everything that led up to the throw, really technical stuff. All the Ashiwaza, everything with the hands, and then changing the angles, finding the technique. Albarak was just really confused throughout the whole sequence. And here's number 15, one more from Nagas. I really like this one. I guess it's an oguruma, not an ashiguruma, which is right arm pulling and then pushing, and then as he gets him coming forward, pulls him in again. Nagas is just a true master with everything he does, hands and feet. Beautiful Ippon. Number 14, another Uchimata, this time from Hajiev. Now some people might disagree and think that Maryama's was better than this one, but I mean, this is textbook. This is as good as it gets. Pulls him in, and then finds the perfect angle to throw that leg up there like that. And of course, Maryama, I mean, he's done Ippons as good as this, better than this, but I think for 2024, that was as good as it got for Maryama earlier on in the video. Now this one from Shav really, we didn't see him a lot in 2024, but this was a beautiful Ippon. Really just combining a lot of techniques to create a lot of power and momentum. Starts with a grip break, and that Ochigari was a really decent attempt at the Ochigari. Really created that kind of action reaction. Now I'm pretty sure this one from Alov, this Uchimata, much better than Hajjev's and Maryama's. I mean, the finish was amazing. The absolute speed that he flicks into it. And of course, who doesn't like the celebration? Number 11, and this one and the next one, number 10, we have a Surigoshi and a Koshiguruma. Really beautiful stuff. This one here from Kotsuev, our new Olympic champion at under 100s. Now, if you're like me, tall, you kind of find yourself in these positions a lot, and people really cause you all sorts of trouble with their elbow posting against kind of your waist or your hips or your ribs. And that's what Patrick Peter's trying to do here, but watch Kotsuev beautifully just closes in the space and then throws that hip across, split hip, finds the angle, and then Patrick, his elbow is just kind of forced on the outside, and the result is a beautiful Ippon. So next up, number 10. We're into the top 10, and things start to get pretty special in here. Now this one from Abuzov, and a huge Koshiguruma. And I gotta say, not many people can bend in these sorts of directions like Abuzov. This is something special. So I think with the ability to do things like this, I mean, he's going to be a real problem for people going forward. Still very young. But that is something special. Number 9, another Russian. And this is Kovski throwing Arai with a massive Uranage. We had that massive Ashibarai earlier on from Wrestle. And this is similar. I don't think there were many Uranages that were higher than this. That was a big one. This next one, number 8, a really special piece of Neowaza from Tajima. So as he's looking for that turnover, uses his elbow to secure the arm. And that was such a quick submission. Have a look at it again. Macedo goes to the ground, Tajima jumps on him. And he's done this numerous times. He definitely practices this. There it is, the elbow. And once he fed that elbow across, it was hard to escape. Very, very hard to escape. Very quick tap there. Great submission. Now this one here, beautiful Ippon Seoinage. Great control, great finish. I really love it when people end on their feet. And Najafov, I mean, just showing complete control in that throw. Number 6, Obitoi Gaishi from Toroboyev. One of the biggest Ippons of the year. Especially for this technique here. I mean, a lot of people, they don't get the lift like this. This is some incredible lift for an Obitoi Gaishi. And he almost got thrown himself. Just absorbed it. And then did his thing. That's his technique. He's wonderful. Now this one here from Nakano, definitely one of my favorites of the year. The little fake on the outside, and then coming across with the Sasai. Complete control as well. Amazing. So just like Abuzov, we have Hajiev as well. One of these kind of young guys, really just showing their stuff. And this is just an incredible Ogoshi. Starts going in, looking for a front Uchimata, picks him up, change direction. And he's done this before, it's not the only time he's done this technique. Incredible power. Speaking of power, the man himself, Inia. I had to include this one, I mean, gold medal contest. And he pulls out a Haraigoshi like this, really smashes Kim into the mat. Just had to include that one. Amazing Ippon. Number 2. I thought this Uchimata was better than all of them. The one from Bobanov really just lured Morales into coming in close. So he allows the grip over the back. Bobanov very happy in this kind of position. And then when Morales, he went for that grip around the waist, Bobanov just said thank you. He just gave me the sleeve, and here comes my massive Uchimata, flat into the mat. It was beautiful. Now number 1, I mean, Ishihara, I think he did something amazing with the standing Marote Seoinage, but he didn't get the lift, didn't get the power, didn't get the explosivity that Lombardo gets in this one. Now Lombardo elbow out, but everything before that just insanely technical. The little Ashiwaza, everything he's doing with the hands to keep his opponent's hands off him while still holding on to him. It doesn't get better than that. So this one here from Lombardo, the standing Seoinage, elbow out, my Ippon of the year. I really enjoyed this one. How about that? So anyway guys, I'll see you soon. We're going to have lots of videos coming up soon, especially once the IGF tour starts. I'll see you then. Peace.